So this journey is something else. Yeah, you go back and forth and back and forth. It seems like the last couple of days I've just been in this up and down, back and forth between the old way of thinking and the new way of thinking, and and it's from moment to moment. I think it is the passing through. When you begin to pass through into the new world, you still have these glitches and slide into the old ways of thinking, the 3D matrix way of thinking. Oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I have to, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm guided by God. And it's a constant bringing myself back to remember that I'm a child of God and I'm part of this universe. And just like the plants, I'm looking at the plants. Just like the plants don't have to think about how to grow. If I let go and allow myself to flow and allow God to flow through me wholly and purely without trying to control it, I'll come into my true nature and I'll be provided for. And that is my big hang up, is the being provided for. I want, if I'm honest, I want to just be. I want to be. And be doesn't mean not do anything, just lay around and be. It means I want to be in my true nature and do the things that I enjoy doing. Get up in the morning and do my art and do my God's work, and do all of those things that I love doing and be able to be provided for through those things and not have to be constantly in this mumbo jumbo of what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And it seems like the more I get into the what can I do? What can I do? What can I do mode, or oh, you have to make money. You're being irresponsible. You're running around on the beach doing meditation instead of your work. Your work. And then, of course, I have the people outside of me, outside of my being, right, that are caring about me. They care about me. They want to see me, provide better for myself. But they're calling me, and this whole thing was yesterday. I had a whole episode because I looked at my bank account, and today my son called me. I have an adult son, and he's doing well. I'm really proud of him. He's doing well for himself. He is independent. He has a business. He's able to support himself nicely. And also my daughter, who is also an adult child. They're both, and that's something that I guess that I'm really, really lucky for, that I feel like privileged that they are able to take care of themselves. But it like hurts me that they see me in a way that I'm not providing well enough for myself. And that's something that I keep on getting stuck in on this journey, because I just can't go back to the old ways of being. I had a big company that I ran, and everything financial that I needed, I had all that, and there wasn't happiness in it. And it was just, I was like, I don't know, in this like mode of getting. And I feel like this journey is completely different. It's about finding myself and coming into myself. But this day is just like, I don't know. This is part of the journey, is being all over the place and overcoming these weaknesses. I guess this is an area in my life that isn't solved completely yet. And if it's not solved, then I guess I have to keep coming back into it until I do solve it. That's part of the hitting up against the areas in your life, doing the self-therapy and the self-remedies is coming back into the places that aren't resolved yet so that I can work through them and live through them and feel the pain of them and come through the other side with realizations. I keep on getting stuck up on the same freaking walls. And I'm learning to just let go and trust and continue on what I'm doing. I have a path. I feel like I'm in the right place when I'm doing my God's work and when I'm doing the things that I love doing. I feel like I'm in the right place. I just don't see anything coming out of it in ways of in the 3D support or and I feel like maybe I'm building everything in escrow, that I'm building myself and building everything in escrow, and then it's just going to be like, oh yeah, chick, push a button and everything is already ready to go. But the pain to get to there, and then there's always the what ifs. What if I'm just being, what if I'm imagining everything? What ifs, all these what ifs, and I don't want to be in a place that I'm a burden. I want to be self-efficient and self-reliable and self-established. These are the pitfalls on the journey. The other day I was in this Facebook group, of Twin Flame Facebook group, somebody put up this picture of this beautiful Barbie with like all made up and stuff, and it said, the caption said, this me before the Twin Flame journey, and then there was like this other Barbie all burnt out with like, like lipstick like that, and like her eye looked all burnt up. Me on the Twin Flame journey. And that's kind of like what this looks like, that burnt Barbie. But if you're on the Twin Flame journey, you know what I'm talking about. This is like, you're just all over the place, and it can be from one moment to the next. It can be like one moment you're on top of the world and you're on this journey and you're doing your self work and oh, you can do it. And then the next moment it's like, oh, I'm so pitiful. I just can't do this. What's wrong with me? Where's my twin? Where's my twin? I know where he is. He's hiding from all this. He doesn't want any part of this. Why would he? At least I crack myself up. At least I have a sense of humor with myself. I love my kids and I love my parents. My father also has like the bashing. What are you doing? Get a hold of yourself. It's like what did my twin tell me one time? He said, yeah, you got a big heaping plate of old world. And whenever I get like these heaping plates of old world, like my son called me, and that's what sent me on this fiasco. It called me to give me a talking to, and get me back get me back in line. Stand up, take responsibility. And there I go, right back down into the loop. Right back down into the loop, Looney Tune loop. Like, sometimes I think, like, I don't know. I know what it feels like from the inside on this journey, and I know that it's real, and I know all of the things that I'm accomplishing on this other side, right? There's the world where things come from. Like, I live there a lot. Um, and I know that this physical plane is a byproduct of whatever I bring to be in that place. So it's like I'm getting it all ready up there. It's all getting ready. It's all getting ready in escrow. And pretty soon it's going to go zap down into the physical world, right? But the people around me, like this reprimanding I just got, they don't get it. They don't get that. And And I feel like when I try to explain something of the sorts, first of all, it doesn't come out that great because there's already an energy of like they won't understand what I'm talking about. And I think that they would think that I'm Looney Tunes. And I'm thinking about myself, like, I don't know what it looks like from the outside looking in, but I sometimes get like a glimpse of people that know me and know me, that are in my life, that are my family, and they look at me kind of like, what's going on there? And they don't get it. And I have such a rich world on this journey. I mean, my world is like it's so rich. Going through all these hardships too, of course, but it's rich. There's so much going on, and there's so many realizations, and it's happening all the time. Lately I put up like 4 or 5 videos that I do in a day because I'm sharing all of these things that are coming up, and that are valuable. They're realizations. It's me coming into myself, into my higher self, and but you see that it's like all encompassing. It takes over your whole being. And then all the other things like making a living and taking care of the family and taking care of all those other things, they're important. And I kind of see like that at the end of this process, that is what is going to be important because it is coming into the now. But at the same time, this process is necessary in order to come into the now. So you have to go through all these things and work out all these glitches and be able to stand strong in your path, even when all of the people around you don't understand you. You still stand strong on your path and understand, because it's the glitches. I can't go backwards. I can't go backwards. People are calling me with like my son, with old world ways of thinking, but I can't go backwards. I can't go back into the old world. You can't. There's just no way. I can't even stop the journey. The journey keeps going and going and going and going. It's like I'm on this journey and it's like taking me, and I'm on the river, and all I can do is every once in a while try to grasp onto some, I don't know, so, like the bushes that grow in the side of the river, and you hold onto the grass it's coming from the banks, but you're still being pulled. And when you're holding onto the grass, it's like, yeah, it feels much worse than just allowing the river to take you. And of course, I came here, I was going to do meditation, and then my son called, and then I got into this whole big ranty, ravey, cryy thing that I have going on now. And but this talking it through makes me feel better. It's bringing me back around, out of the loop. And it's also like an example for me of what it looks like to alchemize your thoughts. You take this thought, you're in this intense mode of flipping out, and bring it all the way back around to where you're settled again in yourself and in your path. Still didn't do meditation. Well, I think I'm going to do that now because I do want to meditate. It brings me back to my center before I start my day. I don't want to go get pushed straight back into the day. It's already 10. So I'm going to end this video, sending you lots and lots and lots of love, and thank you for watching if you've watched. Thank you.